Welcome to dsnews.com. I'm Kelly Snogren, and this is your top default servicing news for the weekend. As the employment situation continues to raise concerns, fixed rates fell even lower, slipping yet again to record lows, according to a survey from Freddie Mac released Thursday. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 3.67% for the week ending June 7th, falling from last week's average of 3.75%. The 15-year fixed rate declined even further below 3% to 2.94%, down from last week's 2.97. Bankrate also released its survey, which is based on data from the top 10 banks and thrifts in the top 10 markets. The 30-year fix slipped to 3.92%, down from last week when it averaged 3.94, according to Bankrate. On the other hand, the 15-year fixed rose slightly to 3.16 from last week's 3.15. Frank Nothaft, VP and Chief Economist for Freddie Mac, said, quote, "Fixed mortgage rates reached new record lows for the sixth consecutive week as long-term Treasury bond yields declined further following downwardly revised economic growth and job creation data. Gross domestic product rose 1.9% in the first quarter after originally being reported as 2.2%, led by gains in inventories, more government cutbacks, and the slowest increase in corporate profits in over 3 years. In addition, the economy added 69,000 jobs in May, less than half of the market consensus forecast, and revisions subtracted a total of 49,000 workers in March and April. Lastly, the unemployment rate ticked up from 8.1% in April to 8.2%, unquote. CoreLogic's third annual storm surge report released Thursday showed that just over 4 million homes in the U.S. are at risk of hurricane-driven storm surge damage. According to the report, there is $700 billion in total property exposure in the Gulf and Atlantic coast regions, the areas most likely to face storm surge activity. The Gulf Coast houses just under 1.8 million homes at risk for potential storm surge damage, totaling nearly $200 billion in exposure, while the Atlantic coast has approximately 2.2 million homes at risk, totaling $500 billion in exposure. Florida ranked as the state with the highest total number of properties at risk of storm surge damage and the highest total potential exposure to damage. Louisiana had the second most number of properties at risk. For more on these stories and all the news affecting your business, be sure to check out our extended coverage while you're here on the site. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again Monday. Until then, stay with dsnews.com for all of your most relevant default servicing news.